Hi, I'm Robert Osborne for the Movie Channel. Right now, as you've probably noticed, the film business is embroiled in a huge fight about its rating system. Does it work? Is it fair? Some say no, others say, well, it's working as well as it ever can. It's probably as fair as it ever will be. So far this year, 6 films have been slapped with X ratings, beginning with Wild Orchid, a movie with Mickey Rourke and a friend in the backseat of a car. It was recut to get an R rating after all the initial noise about its raw content, because theater chains won't play X-rated films. And in many cities, newspapers won't even advertise films that are rated X. But what's been burning up a lot of the filmmakers is that some serious movies like Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, and the British-made The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover are given X ratings because of their sexual content, while other films listed as entertainment, like the very bloody Total Recall, come away with R ratings. In Total Recall, for one example, Arnold Schwarzenegger literally tears a man's arms off, and blood flows in almost every scene. David Lynch's newest film, Wild at Heart, won the Palme d'Or this year at the Cannes Film Festival. That is the highest award you can get at Cannes, equivalent to an Oscar for Best Picture. But it had to be cut in order to avoid an X rating in the United States. Well, in June, the rating system was finally taken to court when Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down, which is being distributed by Miramax, challenged the fact that it was given an X rating. In fact, the court case challenged the whole rating system, which was created back in 1968 to guide moviegoers. And this could be the case that brings everything to a head. And maybe it's about time, too. There's no question we need some sort of a movie guide as to the content of movies, but the current system doesn't seem to be very effective. One has to remember, however, that the rating system is not a law. No one forces a theater to enforce it. It has always been instead a guide. Unfortunately, a guide without teeth. Up to now, it's also been used to advantage by some, I think. There's no doubt that some movies, Wild Orchid for an example, deliberately go for an X rating and grab lots of publicity in the process. Then the movie is cut for an R rating, goes out to theaters, and reaps benefits from all that earlier publicity. Finally, which is also part of the master plan, that X-rated footage is then put back in for the videocassette release, which is the very market that the film had always been expected to make most of its money in the first place. Other Hollywood observers, however, are much more serious about the implications and the limitations of the current rating system. And something's finally really being done about it. Miramax's challenge to the X rating given to Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down is just the beginning. As Peter Finch said in the Oscar-winning Network, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. And that's what many of today's filmmakers are saying about those PGs, Rs, and Xs in 1990. For the Movie Channel, I'm Robert Osborne.
Here's a preview of a movie playing in theaters now.
Jake and I are getting married.
Oh my God! You're gonna have a fantastic wedding. Wonderful.
Yeah, but not big and expensive, right?
No, gee, no. When I say fantastic and wonderful, I mean cheap and ugly. I can't scrimp on my daughter's wedding. You're my wife's sister's husband. You need money for the wedding, you got it.
Maybe we're overextending ourselves.
How many daughters have we got? 2.
How are we going to make it to the second one?
That's all right. Nobody likes her.
I can't believe you guys are getting married. I can't even find a guy to play cards with.
That's beautiful. Oh, isn't she beautiful?
Look at this. Mud. $1,100 shoes. They leave mud around.
We're still working out the menu.
As long as there's no meat.
Honey, listen, these people are going to come. They're going to give you money. Give them the food.
And there won't be a priest.
What the hell kind of a wedding is it without a priest, for Pete's sake?
This was a sudden announcement, and I'd like to make a toast to the parents.
Touchstone Pictures cordially invites you to the social event of the season, Betsy's Wedding.
We can't pay for this.
Oh, sure we can.
Henry and I want to contribute the cake. It's so subtle you can't even taste it.
Who the hell wants a cake you can't taste?
This is a family of lunatics. Thank you. One daughter's a cop.
I just love arresting people.
The other one's from Mars.
That was beautiful. We're very proud of her.
And him, he's a real peach.
Touchstone Pictures proudly presents Alan Alda,
How can you be so calm like that?
Madeline Kahn,
Because I have that headache I get just before I throw up.
Molly Ringwald,
Wait a minute. I thought this was supposed to be a little tiny wedding.
Ali Sheedy,
You get these guys, push them over the hood of a car, kick their legs apart, read them their rights. I'm high for the rest of the day.
and Joe Pesci.
What do are we haggling for? I'm talking to you like my own brother.
He put his brother in the hospital with a heart attack.
Betsy's Wedding.
I wanted your wedding to be something you'd never forget.
I don't think I could ever forget this.
In some neighborhoods, you just can't get a good night's sleep.
How we can really get to know each other.
Robert Englund is back as the man of your dreams in A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child.
Premiering Saturday on the Movie Channel.
Los Angeles, 1991. The newcomers have landed.
I hate this place.
In many ways, they are like us, but in one detail, they are very different.
Does that look suspicious or what?
Your people do not know about this part of our past.
It is a nightmare.
James Caan, Mandy Patinkin, Alien Nation.
Playing Monday on the Movie Channel. You're a part of TV history, the most movies ever, 418 this month. Now, here's movie number...